Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here. It is about 4 a.m. Friday, August 10th. What I'm going to do here is just a real quick channel update. Kind of have some things I need to go over. First off, there are 2 days left to vote in round 3 of our Skylanders battle tournament. Currently, just to give you an idea, the closest race is, of course, what I think is one of the best matchups we've had, Slam Bam and Terrapin. It's roughly, 25-30 vote margin right now for Terrapin. Second closest would be Trigger Happy, I believe 10 seed and 14 bash. That one's a 30 to 35-ish margin right now. Second closest is number 2 and 7, Camo and Cinder. That's a very big margin there. I don't remember the exact numbers. And then currently Igniter is about doubling up. I think it's like 1 vote shy. Trying to think of the exact numbers. I think it was like 139 to 70. So technically, Igniter gets 1 vote or so. He's doubled up Sunburn. Didn't really expect that big of a discrepancy between the two, seeing how this is our final 8. But like I said, 2 days to continue to vote. I know in round 1 and round 2 we had a couple people make real big runs the last couple of days, kind of come back and take the win. I say that because I'm probably not going to be in town to actually film round 3 results in the round 4 matchup. That said, when the poll closes, I will do my best, provided I have internet access that's actually functional, which did not happen this last time when I was on the road, by the way. But assuming I do, I will try my best to get the poll up, and then when I'm back, I'll actually record the results and the round 4 matchups, which will be our final 4. So it'll be similar to this last time. I hate that a poll falls when I'm gonna, be out of town, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. But nonetheless, obviously I'll be out of town, so that's going to be an issue there. But do have a couple of big announcements. The first is, many of you have probably read or heard me mention that I have had Mario Kart Wii recorded up through part 16, which is essentially everything in the 100cc, of course -1 unlockable, I think. But, what I'm saying is the main gameplay is recorded. Issue was, I've been so busy, I have not had any time. This is like 2 months ago that I recorded all this. This past week, I actually have edited everything I have, meaning that I now have videos to upload. Just a couple hours ago, I uploaded part 5, Koopa Troopa Kart Wii. So that one, will be able to progress pretty quickly. By the time you see this update video, I've actually gone ahead, I've uploaded 2 more. One of the mystery projects I was working on is actually Mario Party 9. Reason for that, I don't think I ever mentioned this. I think you'll just see a bunch of videos where I talk about it being really hot. But it was really hot because there was a serious lack of Freon in the air conditioner. It's kind of one of those things that just gradually happened and then it hit. And, I would be in my room at this time of night and it would be insanely hot. So I couldn't really sleep well, and subsequently I played a lot of games. But got that taken care of. The AC is functioning now. It's cool. You can sleep at night if you're so inclined. But basically what happened, I had recorded the Mario Kart Wii. I was doing a mystery playthrough, which I thought was going to be really cool. Had a ton of problems there, and then subsequently, when I wrapped up the 100cc stuff, I just decided I'd step in with a new game, see if I had recording issues. I didn't really, short of like a little skip. Each video, part 1 is 2 parts technically. And, the first board, I basically had to break it down into 2 segments. There's like somewhere after the 20-minute mark, there's like a little 2.5 second area on each video. Kind of made the commentary off. It's really not a big deal. Mario Party 9, that one's just going to be quick and casual. I'm basically just going to show you all the boards. I kind of thought it would be a nice filler. I do have some things planned out, but what I wanted to actually talk about here is what I'm calling the tragic playthrough now. This is going to be totally blind, minus like the first maybe 40 minutes of gameplay. But what it is Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. when I polled everybody kind of what they wanted to see, Mario Kart Wii just obliterated everything, and Skyward Sword was actually second. I've been sitting on the game since it came out. I mean, I got it release day, collector's edition and regular, and like I said, I've refrained from really watching any videos on it, so everything will be blind. There will probably be really painful parts where I have no clue what I'm doing. And I've actually recorded 7 parts of that. You know, mind you, that doesn't really get you too far into the story mode. But the reason I'm telling you that is I kind of need to know what people want to see there. What I've had happen is what I will classify as horrific audio issues with the game itself. Basically what would happen is, you know, I try to end every recording before 30 minutes just because that's when my audio program kind of spazzes out. So I'd be going along about 25 minutes at a good stopping point. My, you know, audio voiceover is 25 minutes exactly, we'll say. And instead of the game being, you know, what it should be, roughly just a shade over 25 minutes, it would be a deal where it was like, oh, I don't know, 18 or something. And so when I'd go back through and watch the video, there would be like a 7-minute span, you know, where like say that Sunburn is Link, you know, he's kind of doing what he's supposed to. You know, the scene where he jumps off the pillar, you have to use, you know, your little parachute and land in the center, which was a nightmare for some reason, by the way. But, you know, we'd have one round where he'd kind of jump down and, you know, miss the target, and then he'd come back up, and here's what you see. And you have me talking about missing the target again, saying how it would be nice if you could skip the cutscenes, missing the target again, and then you kind of see Link do that, and it catches up. It basically got to a point where, I mean, there's nothing I can do editing-wise to even sync the commentary with what was happening. And the sad thing is, like I said, I've got like 7 parts recorded. I just kind of kept going thinking, you know, well, maybe the next time won't happen. I don't know if it's like the frame rates in the game or something. I've never had that much trouble with anything I've recorded. You know, I've had some issues like in Skylanders where it would skip. It'll throw the commentary off, you know, a couple of seconds, but nothing major. You know, if you want to nitpick it, you could say something, but it wasn't an issue where, you know, Stealth Elf was going through taking out a Droll Spearman. You know, I'm sitting there commenting about how great Igniter is or something, which happens 2 minutes later. So basically, I'm at a point in Skyward Sword. You know, this was all recorded back like the 2nd or 3rd weekend in June now, and I just kind of got, you know, burned out on it. Quit playing at the 7th part. You know, kind of intending on seeing what people wanted me to do. Basically, I can upload what I've got and attempt to sync the commentary with the understanding that it's probably not going to be very good. Other option is just, you know, to basically do that and then continue on and hope for the best, with the understanding that it could be that a chronic issue essentially, where pretty much every recording is going to be that way. If that is the case, you know, I could do something where I just kind of record and then post commentate, or just record blindly and maybe come in with like end oversight comments or something. There's a couple of options there. You know, ideally I would do it like I do all blind playthroughs, where I talk as I play. It's kind of, you know, the most genuine experience I think people relate to at the best. And like I said, that game will be totally blind, so I mean, there will be times I'll look like a complete idiot because I have no clue what's going on or where I'm supposed to be, you know. Which, I mean, I kind of like that. You know, that's what makes the blind playthroughs unique. You know, if it was a full-blown walkthrough, I could shave, you know, it might take me 20 minutes to figure out. You know, I could probably click off in 2 or 3. But, you know, like I said, anybody that just comes in blind to fully enjoy the game, you know, definitely relates to that, where you just kind of aimlessly pace around and don't realize that, you know, the item in front of you actually opens or something. But, so basically what I need to know from y'all is if you want me to basically edit and upload what I have, which is not really good. You know, there may be, like, I think the Loftwing ceremony, you know, like Zelda, right after she pushes us off, we lose there. there's just like certain scenes in the game that you kind of like to see that are just totally shot. And like I said, the only way to attempt to fix that is to just start completely over. I can't like go back in Skylanders or Mario, and start a chapter or a level over. It's kind of a game where once you've done a certain action, you can't repeat it short of starting a new save file. And that, of course, is kind of what the problem is there. But I would really like to record it and upload it. But like I said, I just kind of want feedback from everybody, see what y'all would like. And, it might be a deal. I don't know. Maybe I won't be able to upload it. Or maybe I will, and it'll just be hilariously horribly synced with commentary sometimes. Even without commentary, I mean, it would kind of be lackluster quality because you just have something happening. For example, Zelda pushing us off the cliff, and you'd have the cutscene here, and it would just kind of freeze and twitch a little bit. And then instead of seeing Zelda push us off, you'd basically just see Link, flying off, on a loft wing or something 3 minutes later. But like I said, I've never had anything I've recorded be that bad. I'm not quite sure what the deal is. The weird thing is, I've recorded Mario Party after that, and I mean, it worked pretty much flawlessly, especially compared to what we had there. So that is my big deal. I'd always talked about the 2 mystery playthroughs, and essentially what that was, it was Mario Party 9 and then The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Ironically, during the time I've had it recorded and glitched on me, I've had like 3 or 4 people, actually DM me or private message me and, ask if I would do Skyward Sword because they had a part they were stuck on or something. And, I kind of told them, just kind of hold out and I'll eventually have news on that. And now you know what it is. So, that said, what the plan is with Mario Kart Wii, obviously since I've got part 16, basically 6 through 16 now ready to upload, when I get back in town I'll gradually upload those, and hopefully during that time I'll be able to kind of record 150cc and of course come back in and finish recording Mario Party 9. What I would like to do is basically every 4 races, brand new Wii Cups or Retro Cups, come in and upload a new storyboard in Mario Party 9. Then if people want Skyward Sword, I'll kind of start sprinkling those in. Ultimately, my goal is to have Mario Kart Wii and Mario Party 9 fully wrapped up and complete by the time Giants is out. I kind of want to put all my attention on that. If I'm actually able to record, I've been insanely busy, but if I can do that, neither one of those games will take too terribly long to finish out. Mario Kart Wii particularly records really fast. Mario Party 9, I think each board will be, borderline an hour, so we'll probably see 2-part installments there. But basically what I will be trying to do, like I said, is sprinkle in Mario Party 9 with Mario Kart Wii. If people want Skyward Sword, I will put up what I've got. I guess, if enough people say they want it, I can kind of put up a part or 2, and then if everyone thinks it's absolutely horrible, I can just kind of can that or something. And I'd really like to play the game, so I may do a deal where I just play it and don't record it or something. And I don't know if people have questions, I can try and help them, despite not having videos. But it's pretty unfortunate that happened, and like I said, it seemed to happen every time I recorded, so that's kind of what concerns me. I'm afraid it's going to continue for whatever reason. That said, Mario Party 9 didn't really have too many issues, so I do, in the event that I'm actually able to record and complete those in advance of October 21st when Giants comes out, I do have a couple things in mind. One of them is actually going back to the Sega Genesis days. Issue is, I cannot currently locate my Sega Genesis, and I'm not sure the condition of my controllers. It's been years since I played, but kind of had something come to mind. I thought it'd be pretty cool to record. If I can't find that, I do have other things in mind, but like I said, I'd really like to do Skyward Sword, which if I do, that one will probably drag out a very long time. Unless I just get, tons of free time or something. But that's the main issue there. You know, we've got the Skylanders Battlement tournament going on, battle tournament going on, and you know, like I said, I'll kind of take care of that when I get back in town. I will do my best to have the you know, round 4 polls up on the blog shortly after the closing of round 3. You should see a steady installment, you know, on the Mario Kart Wii series. And like I said, I'm looking forward to taking on 150cc, which has been 2 months now since I played it, so I kind of have the learning curve again. But it's one of those games, you know, once you've played it and mastered it, you can usually pick it back up pretty quick. So I'll kind of get back on that. Mario Party 9, I think we can record well. Depending on what people want with Skyward Sword, you know, I'll kind of go along with what the majority wants there. And like I said, if I upload some and everyone absolutely hates it, I do have stuff in mind that I think I could probably start and wrap up before Giants. But again, that's one of the biggest questions I get is, are you going to do Giants? And the answer, of course, is yes. It's going to be a blind playthrough, kind of like Spyro's Adventure, but I think provided they have, you know, the stuff out to access everything, I will probably go in and say Chapter 1, you know, I start out and we get all 3 treasure chests and however many hats, but don't get the time goal. I may just go right back at the beginning and attempt to do the time goals, kind of have everything, you know, a little neater than it was with Spyro's Adventure. But I'm really looking forward to Giants, and like I said, you know, the Skyward Sword deal, I was just kind of seeking some feedback on. Other announcement, I don't know how many people this will impact or will be overjoyed or totally oblivious to the fact it exists, but a couple nights ago I played around. I've actually created a Google Plus profile page. It's One of Wisdom. The URL I can't exactly tell you because they don't allow custom ones yet, so you know, it's like 18 letters and numbers, which I have not bothered to memorize, but I've got that up on the blog. You can actually link to it from there, which, you know, if you're on there, I've never been a huge Facebook person, kind of like Twitter just because it's simple and, you know, really easy to manage, but my favorite means of communicating with people is, of course, the blog. YouTube is just insanely difficult to keep up with. The blog kind of narrows stuff down, really easy to take care of. Twitter works great just because it has to be kept short by default. Google Plus, I'll basically kind of treat that similar to how I do Twitter and Facebook, maybe a little bit more detail than I post on Facebook. And currently it's just me by my lonesome, so if anyone cares to add me to their circle or what have you, feel free to. We'll just kind of see how that one goes as well. But again, the main thing, Skylanders Battle Tournament, I will get the videos up when I'm back in town. I will do my best to have the polls up on the road if at all possible. If I stay at another hilariously horrible hotel, I will video that and upload it. Still debating uploading the video I shot of the last hotel I was in. Which involves crickets in the shower and whatnot, so maybe people want to see that, I don't know. But main thing, like I said, I'm looking for here is kind of your input on Skyward Sword. Like I said, I'm kind of bummed out it happened. I was really looking forward to kind of just springing that on people as a surprise. And I don't know that the core Zelda people will appreciate it since it'll kind of be totally blind. But, you know, like I said, I think most people kind of relate best to that, and you know, I think it would help people out as I eventually, hopefully, figured everything out. But the issue simply is there, the recording. You know, when you have a 25-minute audio track of your voiceover, and you should have 25 minutes of video footage, and it for some reason is like 15 to 18, you have some serious problems. And like I said, there's really no way to fix that. And sadly, you know, I'll mention it again, you can't just go back and say, well, I want to do, you know, the Loftwing ceremony again. It's basically one of those deals, once you've done certain things in the game, can't replicate them without starting over. And I'm simply afraid it's going to be a continuous issue for whatever reason, recording it and having the problems. So kind of give me your feedback on that. Like I said, my apologies about being out of town when the battle tournament stuff should go up, but like I said, I do at least have the good news that I was able to get fully caught up on the Mario Kart Wii stuff, which I think will buy me time to finish that up, Mario Party 9. And then depending on what y'all say on Skyward Sword, you'll either start seeing some pretty bad videos, which, you know, I think they still might be enjoyable, or we'll just kind of start in on some other cool stuff and look forward to Giants. So, like I said, I'd appreciate your feedback. I don't necessarily get to respond to everything on YouTube, but I do actually read it. So keep that in mind. I'll try on videos like this to come in and, you know, reply when necessary. But as always, thanks for watching. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, whichever you prefer. If you are on Google+, feel free to check things out there. As always, thanks for watching, and we will catch you next time.